Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Friday night. Glad to have you guys once again in here tonight. Celtics looking to see if they can take care of business. They are a big-time favorite coming into this game, 18.5-point favorites, as they are now, I think, 4 wins away from locking up the number 2 spot in the Eastern Conference standings for the playoffs. And going up against the tanking Milwaukee Bucks team, which has a laundry list of players out, this should be an easy victory, you would figure, tonight for the Celtics. Still, games aren't determined on paper, going to come out and play. And Celtics did that in the last game, smashing the Heat on Wednesday. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys back in here once again tonight. What's good, Michael? Glad to have you back in from OKC. Jimbo, welcome back to the stream once again. So right now they're having me like put together a lot of the pre-recorded stuff from 4 to 6, so it's all like reruns and things like that. I guess they're trying to figure out somebody who can like come in, do like 4 to 6 for politics, but it just hasn't been able to happen yet. So as of now, the same plan is that since I'm production there, I'm the one that has to, after the show airs, I have to put together the whole reruns to go on air from 4 to 6 at night. So until I'm told differently, that's what they have me doing. But I think they have some ideas of who they want to host, but they just haven't been able to put that together yet. Just yet. Hockey, what's good? Warren, glad to have you back in. Cynthia, glad to have you back on the stream for this one. Yeah, things going pretty well. Doing pretty well. Hoping to be live for both of the Final 4 games tomorrow as well. Knock on wood, I'm hoping that my computer gets through these streams fine throughout the weekends. Once the playoffs begins, probably around like playing week when I have some downtime, I'm actually going to go and see if I can buy like a new laptop to stream from. So right now things are good. It's when I start up my computer, it's like a huge rattle noise I get from the computer that I stream on, and then I have to turn it off, and then the rattle is fine after it turns off. And then once I shut it off, it's like the first time it comes back in, it just rattles for some reason. So knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't do so tonight. But I even went to clean out the fan before the Heat stream on Wednesday. Thought that would have helped it out, but unfortunately still the same rattle right now, unfortunately. So hoping to, after we get through like Final Four, National Championship, and then next week, probably like playing week, I'm hoping to see if I can invest in a new laptop. Yeah. So probably after the 12th, once things start to clear up a little bit for me, hoping to invest in a new laptop. But things right now it seems fine, and knock on wood, hopefully throughout this entire week it will do so if I follow those steps accordingly. Yeah, if I jump into, like, if I start it up and then try to stream like 5 seconds after startup, it won't let me do that. I have to like start up and then shut it down, and then once it starts up again, it's totally fine. It's something with I think it's like the CPU fan. That's like the issue or so. Celtics come in big time favorites, 18.5 point favorites tonight. This is the final and fourth game as part of their road trip before Celtics play at home on Sunday. So they're back at home midday Easter around 3:30, hosting Toronto. Yeah, two teams opposite directions. Milwaukee tanking 10th in the East, eliminated from playoff contention. Big gap between number 10 and number 9 in the Eastern Conference. Usually, like last year, couple of years ago, the NBA started this new format where we have the play-in round from a few years back, and this year didn't really do much. We basically have 10 teams already locked in to the play-in. Over in the Western Conference, they already have 3 out of the 4 play-in teams determined, with Portland, the Clippers, and Golden State. And then over in the East, in the standings, Celtics 51-25, Milwaukee is 30-46. Just a rough year for the Bucks. Celtics, in the first matchup, they actually lost against Milwaukee back in December, 116-101. That was like one of the few games that they took their opponent lightly, and they did that more so early part of the year. But second half, they have been playing some incredible basketball. Celtics blew out the Bucks previous 2 games, 107-79 on February 1st, and March 7th, it was 108-81. So, yeah, Milwaukee, just a struggling offense for them. Can't even crack 85 points in the previous 2 ones. What's good, Jonah on the street? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Gonna tip off, I believe, in around 10 minutes from now, approximately, for this matchup today. Bucks got a bunch of players out. No Giannis, no Bobby Portis, no Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Trent Jr. not playing, Ryan Rollins not playing. It's like, when I was looking at their injury report today, it's usually pretty easy for me to determine like who goes on the cover for like the thumbnail, for like the photo for each stream. For the Bucks now, this is I think he is definitely out in this matchup, listed as out for Giannis. But yeah, it's like, who in the world did I put on the thumbnail? And today I just kept it the same with Miles Turner. He's had a rough year for them, but that's like how down and deep they are, that they have to go that deep in the bag with guys, because all their top players are out, and their top scorers behind Giannis were guys like Kevin Porter Jr. and Ryan Rollins. It just really says about the cliff of this Milwaukee Bucks team this year. It's just a terrible season for them. Hey, what's good, Alex? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Hope all is going well. Glad to have you back on the stream tonight. Everybody fully available for the Celtics besides Vucevic. So Vucevic is the only guy listed out. ESPN had his estimated return potentially in the next game on Sunday. So possibly could be back Sunday against the Raptors for him on Easter. So it says April 5th potentially. But out today with that finger injury still for Vucevic. Been like over a month for Vucevic now. Man, last game, Celtics looked incredible. Jaylen Brown, 43 points. Everybody just playing just such a key role in this team. Like, everybody steps up, fills the void. Just so much balance, so much depth for the Celtics team. Kata, just a defensive force. Like, so physical, so strong, challenging shots left and right. Kata had 11 rebounds, 16 points on an efficient 5 for 7 shooting from the floor. A lot of the rebounds that he had, he also tipped up to Tatum. Jason Tatum, 18 rebounds, all defensive rebounds in the previous game. And he had a triple-double. 25, 18, and 11 from a guy that came back 1 month ago after an Achilles injury for being out for almost 300 days. Response like that, just incredible what Jason Tatum's done in his first month in return. Off the bench, Peyton Pritchard, he's got 14. He can pop off any moment for 30 plus. Luka Garza coming on strong off the bench, 12-point game during the last matchup. Hauser, when he's on point, things look really good, and he had 23 on 5 made threes. He started off perfect from the floor. He was 6 for 6 before he missed his first shot. Hey, what's good, TV Girl on the street? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Looking like TV Girl got the merch on tonight. There you go. This game will tip off in around 7 to 8 minutes from now. It'll tip off. Celtics heavy favorites tonight. Celtics 8-2 in their last 10. Bucks struggling. They are 1-5 in their previous 6. They are 2-7 in their last 9, and just 3-7 in their last 10 for Milwaukee. Coming off a loss at Houston, 119-113. Yeah, some really just bad losses for them, just non-competitive games that they played the last week plus. Lost 129-96 at the Clippers, lost 130-99 at the Blazers, 127-95 against San Antonio, and then against the Clippers they lost by 14 last Sunday, 127-113. They did beat the Mavs 123-99 on Tuesday, and then night 2 of a back-to-back on Wednesday. They did play competitive against Houston on the road, but lost that game 119-113. Yeah, Mr. Top's been doing pretty well. Welcome in, Steve, back of the stream. Axie Infinity, welcome on the channel. Celtics gonna win this one. Celtics trying to get that number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Milwaukee eliminated from playoff contention. A lot of players out. So, yeah, Celtics should be able to win this game. No problem. If the Celtics can't win this game, there's a serious problem. Bucks with multiple players listed out. Celtics have basically everybody fully available. They're an 18.5-point favorite tonight for Boston. Just incredible season for the Celtics, what they've done this year. A lot of people thought it was going to be a gap year. They're 51-25 and still chasing the Pistons, but Celtics looking like they're going to be in the number 2 team in the playoffs. They've built that gap between them and the Knicks. 2.5 game advantage between the Celtics and the Knicks. All the Celtics need to do, they need to win 4 games, and they will clinch that number 2 seed. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Sam Hauser, and Neemias Queta starting 5 tonight for the Celtics, going up against AJ Green, Ousmane Dieng, Kyle Kuzma, Pete Nance, and Miles Turner. That is the starting 5 tonight for Milwaukee. Celtics hefty favorites, 18.5 on the line tonight in this matchup. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Jason Tatum coming off a triple-double, 25, 18, and 11 in the win over the Heat on Wednesday. Celtics put up 147 on the scoreboard, 147-129. They torched the Heat inside the interior, and without Antetokounmpo tonight, expect that to be more of the same tonight in this matchup for the Celtics to attack this Bucks defense down low. Celtics white jerseys tonight, green numbers, green letters. Final road match for the Celtics as part of their 4-game road trip. They're at the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, home of the Bucks. Bucks with dark green uniforms, white numbers, white letters tonight for Milwaukee. Milwaukee going left to right in the floor. Celtics going right to left. And we will tip off here in just a moment. At the midcourt logo, Queta and Turner, they'll be going up against each other here for the opening tip tonight. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics are looking for win number 52 of the season as Boston controls the opening tip. Right to left on the court for the Celtics. With possession of the basketball, Derek White at the top of the key, slides it off to Brown, coming off a 43-point night in a win on Wednesday over Miami. White has it at the top, fires a bullet down low. Queta floats up the shot, got it to go for the easy 2. Just like that, Celtics for the first field goal made on the board. Queta double-double in the previous game. Opening possession for Milwaukee. And the Bucks turn it over, looking for AJ Green inside the key. Brown, kick out corner. Hauser, open 3 off the steal, drills it. 5, a zip for the Celtics. Can't do that if you're the Bucks. leading to a quick turnover. At the elbow for Milwaukee, handoff Green, tiptoes the baseline, circles around, sends it back outside, push pass out to the corner with a three by the Bucks, no good, around the rim and out, missed by Kuzma. The rebound goes right back over to the Celtics. Tatum up the floor, weaves his way, attacks on Pete Nance off the Eurostep, goes backdoor, no good, good at blocked. At the rim by Pete Nance's Milwaukee collects the basketball. Kuzma up the floor, attacks downhill to the cup, blocked from behind by Keita. Celtics with possession. Tremendous block right there by Keita. Hauser will slow it down. On top finds Tatum. Tatum, lob down low behind the defense. Keita with a right-handed flush, puts it in for two. Where's the defense displayed by the Bucks? Terrific assist there by Tatum. Milwaukee, quick three off a laser. It goes down by A.J. Green from the perimeter. Yeah, watch for Keita to have a huge game tonight. This Bucks defense down low without Giannis, not looking so hot for them. Tatum at the top of the key. Sends it off to Brown at the wing. Fires it down low into the hands of Keita. Goes up, gets fouled. Two shots coming up at the free throw line by Keita. That's a complete mismatch. Kyle Kuzma was the guy who was switched in, guarded Keita at the last moment at the rim. He picked up the shooting foul. Hey, what's good? Ice Ice Baby, welcome back in. Rye Dog, thanks for joining in. Yeah, just incredible this year. Like, absolutely amazing. 50-plus victories this year for the Celtics. I thought the same. Like, going into the season, I thought the Celtics would be like a 500 team, around like 42-42 for them this year. Started off rough. First three games of the season, they went 0-3. They get smashed on the glass, and there was a lot of concern to start off the year. Keita splits the free throws, but props to Joe Mazzulla and the coaching staff for getting this team ready every single game, every single step throughout the course of the season. As the Bucks miss the shot, Celtics pull down the rebound. Derek White into the hands to Hauser. Lob goes to Brown. Brown dribbles up, takes on Green. Lost the handle, loose ball as he hits the deck. Gets tied up, and it will be a jump ball at the Celtics free throw circle. Knicks in action tonight. Knicks are crushing the Bulls 47-23. So if the Celtics win, that gap will stay the same. Celtics 2.5 games above New York in second. It's going to be Brown and Turner for the jump ball off that tie-up at the Celtics free throw circle. Yeah, I've got the same thing, Kevin. Open three at Tatum. Got it. Able to bury it. Off the tip jump ball as Tatum was able to can the triple. Celtics looking good early on, 11-3. 4 for 5 from the floor. Milwaukee is going to burn a timeout here with Doc Rivers. 9:36 left to go in the first quarter of action. As we have a stoppage in the game, we're going to get to the timeout slide. Very awkward with a timeout there. Taken by the Bucks. Like, Doc Rivers completely reaming out his team right now. Takes the timeout not even 3 minutes into the game. Just past the 2-minute marker. Into action, 2:24 in the game, and he... Still having that internet issue. Yeah, if you see any like lag or anything or choppiness, just my internet for some reason. It'll do that from time to time. Yeah, glitch for a little bit. Even tells me when it like drops frames. It's actually not my computer either when it drops frames. It's like the internet connection for some reason. We get back to action. 9:35 left to go in the opening quarter as the Bucks have possession. Kyle Kuzma dribbles up, jumper. Able to cash in the 3 on the board for Derek White with that made triple. 14-3 right now for the Celtics after the Derek White made 3. And Milwaukee right back able to bury the shot. That is good by number 21 for the Bucks with Ousmane Dieng. 14-6. Celtics with possession. White wide open 3 straight away off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound. Keita goes up. Close to putting it up and in. Fouled, and he'll have 2 free throws coming up by Keita. Keita making a big impact right out of the gate to begin this game. 6 points, now up to 3 rebounds. We'll have a second trip at the free throw line. 25 plus road wins now in 4 straight seasons for the Celtics. Just really building up just an incredible culture in Boston for the Celtics team. 16-6. What's good, John in the street? Welcome in. Jumper by Milwaukee. That's not even close there by A.J. Green. Up the floor off the air ball. Jaylen Brown has the elbow. He targets Green to kick out corner. Wide open 3. Hauser drills the 3. Everything clicking right now for the Celtics. 19-6 for Boston. 4 for 5 from the perimeter. They are red hot from 3-point range. Dieng on the outside into the hands to Turner. Turner off the Euro step. Got blocked by Keita. Celtics have it up the floor. Sam Hauser. Out to the top of the key, into the hands to Tatum. Tatum weaves his way, working on Turner. 1-on-1 towards his left, around the perimeter. Tatum, crossover, dribbles, drives, jumper at the mid-block. Bounced off the rim, no good. Tipped up by Nance to Green for the defensive rebound. Bucks with possession. Under 8 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. A.J. Green drives, kicks, corner 3. Kuzma, no good off the back rim. Tatum controls the defensive rebound. Up the floor finds Brown. Pushing tempo. Jaylen attacks the rack out to the wing. Open 3. Hauser. Swoosh. There's a shooter everywhere on the floor for the Celtics. 22-6. And a timeout taken by Doc Rivers for Milwaukee. Celtics cooking right now. That's 2 timeouts by the Bucks. And not even 5 minutes. 7:32 left to go in the first quarter. Celtics out to a red-hot start tonight. 9 by Hauser, perfect. 3 for 3 from the floor. 7 by Keita, 3 by Tatum, 3 by White. Starting 5 of plus 16, Carly. Celtics doing an amazing job just spacing out the floor. Going down the floor, pushing it up the court. Jaylen Brown attracting the attention to him, bringing a double team towards him, leaving Keita wide open at the wing for an uncontested 3 that he sinks down. 3 by A.J. Green and Ousmane Dieng. That is it. The Bucks are 2 for 9 from the floor. Celtics are red hot, 7 for 10. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and ring the notification bell as well to be notified for future live streams. Naja Player, welcome back in. Wow, those were the days. 12 hours to download a song off Napster. Wow. Yeah, I was basically like part of the iTunes generation. So that's when the 2000s came. I remember it used to take forever to like get music onto iTunes on like a PC that for some reason it would never like connect to the system properly, and then you get the whole like spinny disc loading circle that would pop up. Yeah, this Bucks team is embarrassing. When they played the Celtics a couple months ago, you could clearly see that they were tanking. That was the game where Kuzma was a DNP, and then there were a couple other guys that started for them last year that did not play. in that game. It was a DMP CD for guys like Kyle Kuzma in one of the previous games against Boston. Andre Jackson Jr., I believe he was a starter in the playoffs a couple of years ago. Yeah, Bucks with a laundry list of injuries, and yeah, just a frustrating environment for Giannis to be in. Like, I'm shocked that they've held on to Doc Rivers for this long. Like, there's no accountability with the Bucks organization. It's just all over the place right now. We come back to action, 22-6, 2 timeouts taken by Doc Rivers in the first 4.5 minutes of action. Bucks with possession. Kuzma to the corner, to the hands of Jang, takes a contested 3 over Tatum. Not even close. Rebound secured by Keita. Keita with his 4th rebound of the night in the opening quarter. Brown at the wing on the floor alongside Whitehouser. Keita Tatum. Brown backs his way inside the key. He works on Larry Nance. Up fake, shovel pass, broke it up. And it's a foul charged to Milwaukee reaching in. So this will put the Celtics with a side and inbound coming up with 7:05 in the opening quarter. Yeah, Celtics won big against the Heat. Interesting part about that is that the Heat buried 24 threes, and they still lost. You don't really see that stat too often. Brown sends it outside to Tatum. 7 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Lob down low. Keita soars up and dunks it with a right-handed flush. Man, Keita having a humongous impact so far on the floor. Jumper on a deep J, and that is good by Ousmane Dieng for Milwaukee. So that's a deep 2. Celtics able to add in 2 more. Keita just feasting in this matchup right now. 9-1 total assists. Keita just got another bucket down low. He's got 11 off the dribble drive. No good. Missed by Kuzma. Rebound secured by White. Celtics have it up the floor. Derek White bounce past Tatum. Tatum at the left wing. Keita already up to double figures midway into the opening quarter. Tatum drives, kick out, wing. White dribbles up, circles around the paint underneath. Outside finds Tatum. Tatum, 5 of the shot clock, hunting down a matchup, 1-on-1, dribbles up, down, bounce pass off to Keita, floats up the runner off the mark, no good, rebound goes to the Bucks. That's number 30 for Milwaukee. Kick out to the corner with a 3 off the mark, no good, missed by the Bucks there with Cormac Ryan, and it went out of bounds, and so we'll go back to the Celtics. 26-10. Celtics just flat out cooking the Bucks here. Jaylen Brown around the perimeter. 1-on-1 at the left wing, and a personal foul charged to Milwaukee reaching in. That will stop the clock. 5:21 left to play in the opening quarter. And there was also a technical assessed to Milwaukee as things are just boiling over for the Bucks. So free throw good off the technical as Tatum buried the free throw. That was defensive 3 seconds charged to Miles Turner. Celtics get the inbound. 5:20 left to go. Opening quarter. Jaylen Brown. Edge of the midcourt logo. Brown dribbles up. Working on one defender off the crossover. Inside the key. Couple up fakes. Brown draws the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for JB. And Celtics just full out attacking this Bucks team, which is 0 answers. Jaylen Brown, looks like he's getting that. Yeah, he's got an eye contact that he's gonna put in. So left eye contact that Jaylen Brown just put in. Seems like he's fine. Yeah, that game against the Heat, Celtics have actually had 2 better games in offensive rating this season compared to the one on Wednesday against the Heat. The game against the Nets in February, and then the New Year game, January 3rd against the Clippers, the Jaylen Brown 50-point night. Those 2 games, the Celtics had a humongous offensive rating of just below 160. And then the Heat were 3rd, and then the game against the Wizards back in December ranked 4th. The Celtics put up some serious points this year. In all 4 of those games, they crossed the 140-point mark. First free throw missed to the line by Brown. Second one, that is good. 28-10. Celtics an 18.5-point favorite and basically getting to that number right now in just the first quarter alone. Still got a long way left to go, though. Hand off to Ousmane Dieng. Drives on Hauser inside the key. Back out to the corner. Ousmane Dieng dribbles up. Jumper, 15-footer. Off the back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be a foul charge to Jaylen Brown here. So Jaylen Brown over the back off the rebounds. And this will reset the Bucks offense. Taurean Prince near side front court, the inbound passer. Prince off the Dieng, off the screener, set by Jericho Sims. Into the hands to A.J. Green, guarded by Pritchard. 5 of the shot clock. A.J. Green, a lot of dribbling as he drives up inside the key. Reach and foul charge to Pritchard will stop the clock. New 14 in the timer for Milwaukee. Yeah, this Bucks team is absolutely rough to watch. They're just going straight up iso ball. There's no adjustments. There's no anything for Milwaukee. 3-point shot at the wing, and that time they bury it. Cormac Ryan drills the 3 for Milwaukee. 15-point game. 4.5 left to go in the opening quarter. Pritchard at the wing of the perimeter. Into the hands to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen guarded by Jericho Sims. 1-on-1. Step back 3 in the air. Right down the chute. Delivers. Trifecta for JB. Just made that look easy right there off the 3 ball. Jaylen Brown, big start so far. Celtics electric from 3, 6 for 7 from the perimeter. It's Keita who leads the way with 11. Jumper, that is good by Milwaukee. On another 3, buried by A.J. Green. Riso, what's good? Glad to have you back in the stream. Timeout by Joe Mazzulla. First timeout of the game for the Celtics. 4:02 left to go in the first quarter. Celtics dominating 15-point lead, 31-16. Couple shots from 3 going down for the Bucks. Celtics looking really good, just dominating the interior early on, setting the tone with Keita. 11 points in 8 minutes, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks in this opening quarter. Just an absolute animal on the floor, getting better and better every single game by Keita. Sam Hauser finding his stroke. You know, it's always going to be a great game when Hauser is knocking down the shots. He's got 9 points in 8 minutes. Perfect 3 for 3 from 3. Jaylen Brown's got 4. Seems like he has a lot more. He's playmaked 3 times, recording 3 assists for Jaylen Brown. But that was actually his first 3 tonight. That was an excellent catch and fire 3 by Jaylen Brown. Able to knock it down. Tatum's got 4. Alongside 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Might see another night with a triple-double by Jason Tatum tonight. Yeah, the NBA put in the play-in a couple years ago to make things like more interesting, so it would prevent teams from tanking. And now we're seeing a big split between 5 teams at the bottom of the East, and then the rest of the teams either playoffs or play-in. Like, that's what it's gotten into nowadays. There's a huge split in both of the conferences between the last play-in team at number 10 and then the first team out eliminated from the playoffs at number 11. No good in the jumper by Jaylen Brown. A rebound secured by Ousmane Dieng back from the timeouts. As we're down to 3:40 left to go in the first, Dieng behind his back set up Sims, and Sims went up and was fouled. 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line. It's on Keita who picked up the personal. Feel free to join me back in tomorrow as well. I'm hoping to cover hoping to cover Final Four tomorrow. Celtics ain't playing tomorrow. I am not sure when my next Celtics stream will actually be because I'm spending time with my family on Easter. And then next week I got a big week covering the water polo championships for college water polo. So I'm going to take all next week off after the national championship to prep for that. 31-16 right now. First shot was missed at the line by Sims. Second free throw is good. 31-17. Celtics with possession. Peyton Pritchard on the floor alongside Hauser, Brown, Ikeda, and Sharman. Brown at the top of the key. Weaves his way inside. Puts up the shot off the glass. No good. Tipping is good for two by Ikeda. 33-17 right now for the Celtics. And once we hit the next whistle, I'll see if I can get my scoreboard back. It glitched, and the CPU just skyrocketed upward. So once that happens, I have to restart OBS for like a quick second, and it comes on back perfectly fine. Jaylen Brown off the steal. Attacks going double clutch to the rim. No good. Missed the layup. Rebound secured by Jang. Up the floor. 2-on-1 as he finds Cormac Ryan. Ryan into the hands to Sims, and the outside off to Jing. Celtics lead by 16, 33-17. A three-point shot skidded off the rim by Ousmane Jing. Offensive rebound controlled by Sims, though. 10 in the shot clock. 2:45 left to go in the opening quarter. On top, driving, attacking, down low. Double clutch goes up and was fouled. And two free throws awaiting Ousmane Jing at the line for the Bucks. If you see a brief pause in the video, I'm just going to reset OBS, so it's going to take a second, and I should be back. Just going to get the scoreboard up here. There we go. 33-17 with 2:42 remaining. We got two free throws awaiting. The Bucks at the line, but Celtics will burn the timeouts right now, so I think Joe Mazzulla is going to be challenging this. Yeah, Ikeda on the shooting foul. Joe Mazzulla will challenge this personal foul. Charge the Ikeda. So this will take us to a timeout here on the floor. We're going to take another timeout. So Joe Mazzulla challenging the personal foul, charge to Ikeda. So here we go, back to action. Celtics with possession, 16-point lead as we come back from the timeouts. White slides it off to Tatum, top of the key. Jason Tatum takes a 29-footer, rainbow, straight away, splash. JT, right down the middle, delivers. Celtics cooking right now, 4 for 10 from the perimeter as a team for the Bucks. Celtics are 7 for 8 currently as a team. Rise and fire, corner 3, Taurean Prince drills it. Now the fifth made three tonight for Milwaukee. 36-20. Celtics approaching 2 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Tatum. No-look pass out to the wing. Pritchard bounce past Tatum. Dribbles up. Drives. Swings it cross court. Derek White attacks the paint. Floats up the runner. Connects on the two. Everything looking good so far for Boston. Man, the spacing on the floor is looking incredible so far. Everybody playing a key role, just like it's been throughout the course of the season. Garza commits the shooting foul. Good recovery. Couldn't get back in time defensively, though. Picked up the shooting foul. Good hustle, though. Just was beaten by Jericho Sims by a step plus, slipping right behind him. So 2 free throws coming up at the line for Sims for Milwaukee. First free throw is good. Celtics got a lot of balance so far with their team. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks by Keita, 9 by Hauser, 7 by Tatum. Tatum's potentially could get another triple-double tonight. 3 rebounds, 4 assists for JT. White with 5, Brown with 4. Jaylen Brown, 2 steals, 3 assists. Second free throw got it to drop as well by Sims. 16-point lead for the Celtics. Minute 35 left to go the opening quarter. Pritchard at the wing. Bounce pass top of the key off to Tatum. Outside finds Pritchard off the double. Tatum push pass 3 at the wing. Derek White right down the chute delivers. Bang, a bang. It's good by D. White from downtown. Excellent ball movement all around there by the Celtics. Pritchard off to Tatum. Tatum with a no-look pass recording the assist over to Derek White. Bounce pass, backdoor, slipping around out to the wing with a 3 taken by quarterback Ryan. No good as he went down. And a late whistle charged to Milwaukee on the push foul going for the loose ball. So that is from behind by Jericho Sims battling with Garza on the rebound as Sims picks up the personal. And Jericho Sims will substitute out of the game now for Milwaukee. Celtics by 19. Looking to add to it. Number 2 in the Eastern Conference. They are 4 victories away from becoming the number 2 seed ahead of the Knicks in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Tatum dribbles, drives, floats up the rudder, right hand, got it, a drop. It is good for 2 for JT. That was something special right there by Tatum, soaring up to the rack with a nice sweet touch. Out to the wing, Prince fires a bullet down low. Backdoor layup good by Milwaukee. Back to a 19-point game. Under 40 seconds left to go the opening quarter. Celtics into a 3 with Rhythm. White off the back of no good. Garza controls the offensive rebound. Tatum at the top. Bounce pass behind his back. Sets up White. Fires the 3. And out of bounds. Wide right of the cylinder. Off an air ball. So it's going to go back to the Bucks. Had a pretty good look at that shot for Derek White. Just couldn't send it down, though. 43-24 Celtics. 26.8 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Jordan Walsh going to check in on the floor first time tonight. Yeah, Jaylen Brown hasn't been able to score much. Just 1 for 4 shooting. Did have that 3. Super helpful, but more so a playmaker tonight with those 3 assists plus 2 steals for Jaylen Brown right now. Jason Tatum could have a triple-double before this game's all said and done. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists currently for JT. A jumper, mid-range, connects on it. That is good by Ousmane Dieng. 8.5 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Celtics final possession. White crosses midcourt. Derek White drives, downhill, kick out, corner. Walsh at the buzzer. Left it short on the corner 3. And at the end of the opening quarter, Celtics in business. 43-26. Final game as part of the 4-game road trip for the Celtics. And Boston taking care of business tonight at Milwaukee. Good start to the opening quarter for Boston. Three more quarters left to go, but really got to like what the Celtics are showing so far. Playing together as a cohesive unit, collective unit, together as a team. That ball is moving, that ball is zipping, and doing a really great job spacing the floor so far to begin tonight. Complete balance all around, leading in on Keita inside the low post. Oh boy, yeah, Fenway traffic, opening day. Just crazy. Edith, welcome back in. Yeah, my girlfriend, when she went to college, she went to BU, which was Comm Ave, basically across from Fenway, and the Fenway section of Boston. So all those colleges in there, like BU, Emmanuel, Simmons, if there's students that have classes today that went in that area off Storrow into Comm Ave, into the Fenway, then good luck. That must have been so difficult. Yeah, one of my worst ever experiences of of broadcasting, actually, doing a lot of the college broadcasts. A couple of years ago, I did a NCAA tournament first round games. I had 4 games within one day. It took place at MIT, and it was on a Thursday. So I took the day off from work to announce the first round of the NCAA tournament. I left my house at 7. The first round game starts at 11. Got into a bunch of traffic. Didn't get into Boston until 9, which I thought was plenty of time. I'll have 2 hours to set up by the time I get to MIT. No, this is the day that they blocked the BU bridge because of a protest a couple years ago in the middle of November. So, where I couldn't get across the bridge, which across the bridge, 1,000 feet across the bridge, is MIT, where I did the broadcast for the NCAA tournament. I had a re-loop around. It took me a 45 to 50 minute re-loop to go 1,000 feet to re-loop around and take, I think it was like the Harvard Bridge, get a Memorial Drive, and then go that way. So I had to do this gigantic loop around. It was horrendous at like 9-something in the morning. Like, I was almost late for an 11 a.m. game when I left the house at 7 that day, 4 hours earlier, which it takes me an hour 5 to get there, no traffic. Milwaukee, bad pass, stolen away by Tatum, up the floor, 2-on-2, a 3-point shot straight away, no good, around the rim and out by JT, and a rebound secured by Kuzma. Celtics up by 17 as we start the second quarter of action. Kuzma attacking the rim, and he scores the right-hand layup. 15-point game right now. Peyton Pritchard on the floor alongside Tatum, Showerman, Garza, and White. Jaylen Brown currently on the bench. Pritchard, pull-up J from the parking lot. He's got it. Peyton Pritchard rips down the triple. That was a 29-footer for PP from the outside. 18-point lead for the Celtics. That's their 9th made 3 as a team. And Pritchard, the first trio of bench points in the night for Boston. Handoff goes to Kuzma. Kuzma flings it out to the perimeter once again. Stolen away by Tatum. Up the floor. 3-on-2. Pritchard circles back around to the perimeter. He is working one-on-one, taking on Taurean Prince. Now brings the double outside off to White. Celtics with 4 steals in this game. Back-to-back by Tatum. Pritchard, 8 in the timer. Drives on one defender. Jumper over Nance. Connects on it. Able to get into the mid-range off the step back there by Pritchard. 20-point lead for the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard, energizer off the bench. Celtics 8 zip points off turnovers. Handoff to the outside with a 3 taken by Kuzma, and he drills it. Kyle Kuzma up to now 6 in the game. Garza into the hands to Pritchard, dribbles up to the elbow. Pritchard bounce pass off to Garza, right hand hook down low, scores the 2. Everything clicking for the Celtics here, 50-31 with under 10 minutes left to go before halftime. Kyle Kuzma bouncing bodies off White, floats up the runner, no good. Got the tap in though for the deuce. 17-point game. Just trading buckets with one another currently here. Milwaukee just cannot put together any sort of stops. Tatum off the pivot into the hands to Pritchard. Pritchard pulls up from deep and he buries another triple. Peyton Pritchard, a bang bang from the outside. It keeps on drilling, keeps on connecting. 20-point lead again for the Celtics. Everything going their way tonight. That's their 10th made 3 as a team. They're 10 for 16 from the perimeter. Bucks with possession. Tough possession here as they try to thread the needle. Taurean Prince, though, came away with a runner inside the key. Gutted a drop late in the shot clock. Credit for Milwaukee there in that possession. Looked like it was going to be a botched possession that didn't result in anything. Celtics by 18 to win the basketball. Peyton Pritchard at the top of the key off the crossover. Thought about the step back, made the bounce pass to Tatum, and a reach and fall charge to Milwaukee. So that will stop the clock with 8:52. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. What a start tonight for Boston here. taking care of business. 18-point lead, 18.5-point favorite on the line. Inbound sent from Sharman to Pritchard. Pritchard at the edge of the midcourt logo. Away from the basketball to Andre Jackson, former UConn Husky, who came into the game, picked up a personal foul. So right now, 53-35. Inbound back to Pritchard. Pritchard, pull-up jumper from deep off the rim, no good. Tipped at the baseline, saved by Garza. Into the hands to Brown on the outside. Finds Pritchard off the crossover. Drives on Jackson. Oh, nice step through right to the cup. Spins it in with a left hand, a layup. Peyton Pritchard, 2 more. Taking over the game off the bench for Boston. 55-35 for the Celtics as they are cooking. Peyton Pritchard now with double figures, 10 points off the bench in 10 minutes. Bucks with possession. Kuzma. Inside a key, couple up fakes. Outside on top, Prince. Jumper, deep 2 over Sharman. Drills the J. Celtics with possession. Derek White at the top of the key. Lob off to Garza. Garza double teamed, and Garza turns it over. Goes right back over to Milwaukee here. Yeah, Bucks look like they're just going through the motions. Runner. That is good by Andre Jackson. And the Celtics will burn a timeout. 55-39. 7:41 left to go before halftime as we head to the timeout. Araz, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. I'll make sure I get that for you. It definitely was the Celtics that scored the first basket. I believe it was a 3. Just want to make sure I'm giving you the right player name when I jog my memory back. I get this game through NBC Sports Boston, so I'm in Mass, so I get the regional channel. Yeah, I actually don't have League Pass, so the only way you can get it outside of, like, either New England or Wisconsin is, the only way you can get this game is through League Pass if you don't have the regional channel. Celtics led 43-26 at the end of the opening quarter. Just clicking right from the start. Yeah, Celtics started off red hot. They were up 26-8 at one point. Kada got the first basket. Yep. So it was actually a 2. And then the Celtics buried the 3 with Hauser after that. So Kada scored the first basket tonight. It was a layup. Yeah, Celtics fired a pass down the middle. It was Derek White who assisted to Kada, who scored the first basket tonight. Hey, what's good? Christian, welcome in. Yeah, good question. Yeah, that does sound like a realistic option for Billy Donovan to coach UNC. I don't think it would happen with Dusty May in Michigan. I don't see, both of those are huge schools. Michigan is making a ton of money off NIL deals. Like one of the biggest programs there is for college hoops. UNC just needs to bring in a big-time head coach into their program. Kevin with a 20 dono. Thanks so much, brother, for the dono. Really appreciate it, brother. You're the legend, man. Let's get that dono hype on the stream for Kevin. Back from the timeout. Pritchard slips past the defense, scores the layup. That is too easy. Peyton Pritchard up to 12 points. 5 for 6 from the floor by Pritchard. Down to 7:23 left to go before halftime, and the Bucks commit another turnover. Offensive foul on Milwaukee. This is horrific for the Bucks. Like somebody put out in the stream chat earlier in this stream that they are rough to watch. Spot on right there. This Bucks team simply does not want to be playing tonight. Jaylen Brown at the wing, taking on one defender. Brown dribbles up, 5 in the timer, attacks the paint, blocked from behind by Cormac Ryan. This will stay Celtics ball, 5 in the shot clock, 7:05 left to go on the game clock. Cormac Ryan used to play for Notre Dame for college hoops. Corner jumper off the inbound. Pritchard over to Cylinder. Goes over to Kuzma as he collected the basketball. Andre Jackson, former UConn Husky, into the hands to Taurean Prince. Fires a bullet down low. Nobody there. That's a turnover though. Well off target on that pass. He was looking for Kuzma cutting backdoor, but just not on the same page with one another. Celtics have possession back. 6:50 left to play before halftime. Magic stat of the night. Milwaukee 7 turnovers. Celtics 0. Just incredible. Brown, dish, underneath Keita, soars up, no good, missed the layup, tipped around to the corner. Milwaukee tried to save it, out of bounds, stepped out at the baseline by Nance, and it will stay Celtics ball. 0 turnovers still for the Celtics in this opening half. Hey, what's good? Jason on the stream. Welcome in, brother. Hope all is going well, man. Tatum on the floor alongside Pritchard, Keita, White, and Brown. Inbound to Brown. Brown at the corner. Up fake. Drives on Kuzma. Attacks the rack. Soars up. Backdoor. He scores. Up and in. Off the backboard. Good for 2 for Jaylen Brown. A lot of people waiting for Jaylen Brown to score. It's only his second made field goal of the night. He's got 6 now. Runner by Kuzma as he drills the 2. Inside the key. Celtics by 18. Back and forth we go, trading buckets. Celtics 7 for 13 this quarter. Milwaukee 7 for 8, but turnovers. Reason why they have 6 shots fewer than the Celtics. Keita at the free throw circle. Penetrates the paint. High off the mark, no good. Rebound out of the pack, secure by Nance as he runs the floor. Jackson on top into the hands to Cormac Ryan. Bounce pass off to Andre Jackson. He blew the layup. It goes right back over to the Celtics. The Celtics going to slow down tempo. Pritchard, cross-court, White, up fake, outside, Pritchard, open 3, takes it, and he missed it off the rim shorts. That's one that he gets usually 99% of the time there for Pritchard. A wide open, uncontested 3. Prince on the outside. They'll launch a 3 by Milwaukee. That is way off the mark by Jackson. And there's just 0 cohesiveness for the Bucks. It's all no we, nothing competing together as a team. Jaylen Brown, 2 free throws coming up at the line, got followed by Jackson going into the shot motion. Wow. New women's champion tonight. Jeffrey, thanks for the update. So UConn lost to South Carolina. Wow. That's a huge upset. Not yet. 55-47, so not yet. It's, UConn's very close to losing this game, according to what I have on ESPN right now on their box. It says 2:11 left to go in the fourth quarter, and now it's down to 1:45 remaining in the fourth. South Carolina 55, UConn 47. Oh, boy. All those people who, so one of the furniture companies in New England's Jordan's Furniture has Jaylen Brown made both of the free throws. Jordan's Furniture a couple months ago had some promotion that if UConn's men's and women's team made it to the national championship game, then whoever purchased furniture during that time, it was like back in January, would get reimbursed the amount that they purchased the furniture for. So these people are going to get reimbursed. They had like 20,000 plus customers that if both UConn's women's and men's teams, if both of them advanced in the national championship game and won their Final Four matchup, then 20,000 people who bought furniture at Jordan's Furniture will get reimbursed. But looks like that's not going to happen right now if the UConn women do end up losing that game. Wow, that's shocking. That's like the unlikely one compared to the one that I thought that would be more realistic would be the men's team getting to the national championship game. I thought that would have been tough there. But for the women's team, that looked like a cakewalk. And for them, they're on the ropes right now, trailing by 8, final, minute and a half left to go against South Carolina. 63-41, Brown, outside, Tatum, up fake, drives on Turner, and Tatum commits to travel. So right there with 4.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter, that is the first turnover of the night on the Celtics. Did not have a turnover in the first 17.5 minutes. 8 turnovers by Milwaukee, now 1 by the Celtics. Larry Nance. Hand off Kuzma. Kuzma, up fake, finds Nance underneath, scores the 2. 20-point game with just above 4 minutes left. Celtics with possession. Jaylen Brown gets past the Keita screen, dribbles up, attacks the paint, goes up, and stripped to the bounce. It's going to stay Celtics ball. Wow, this is just simply regular season basketball at the regular season feel compared to all the streams that I've been streaming as of late, as Jaylen Brown buries the 2 off the mid-range. This game just simply has that regular season basketball. There ain't no playoff basketball feel in this game at all. Not much physicality going on, just a bunch of players chucking up shots for the home team right now, which is Milwaukee. 22-point lead. Brown steps into a 3. Bullseye. Right down the chute. He buries it. 25-point lead for the Celtics. Yeah, this Bucks team an absolute train wreck. Jumper, deep 2. That is not even close by Milwaukee. They come up with an offensive rebound. Kuzma, open 3, and he drills it. First one was an air ball that they shot before they got the second chance basket. 22-point game. There is just no teamwork for Milwaukee. Tatum, a 3 off 1 foot. Sailed out of bounds. It's going to be Bucks ball. This Celtics team just making a mockery of the Bucks tonight. Yeah. This Celtics seem like they're going a little bit more easier themselves, too, as Milwaukee buried a 3 with Larry Nance. This Bucks team is just not taking out anything at all. Just seriously, they're just hunting down matchups, trying to force up shots. It's terrible decision-making after terrible decision-making. Going to go into a timeout. 68-49, 2:36 left to go before halftime. Yeah, no problem, Jeffrey. I'll give you guys the update to that UConn women's score since we're in a timeout. Yeah, it doesn't look likely UConn women's going to be advancing. That's unfortunate for them. 60-47, South Carolina up against UConn, about to pull off the upset. UConn 38-0, and looking like they're not going to win the national championship. So South Carolina, 45 seconds left, 60-47. South Carolina leads. Celtics, tremendous all-out balance. 4 players, double figures. About to get 6 guys, double digits. 13 by Cato with 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks. 13 by Jaylen Brown, 11 by Tatum. 12 off the bench in 12 minutes by Pritchard. 9 by Hauser, 8 by White. Garza with 2. Sharman yet to score tonight. And Jordan Walsh played 1 minute, yet to score. Yeah, Celtics looking really good. Feel free to join back in tomorrow. I'm hoping to be back live for the Final Four. We got UConn, Illinois at just past 6 o'clock. And then Arizona, Michigan. That's the big one. That's going to be a huge game tomorrow. I mean, pick your poison on who wins that. I took Arizona in my brackets. Couple reasons why. Arizona, they turned over the basketball 1 turnover fewer than Michigan. And Michigan, they did have a key injury going into the tournament with their top 3-point shooter, LJ Kaysen. Nevertheless, that hasn't bothered them at all. They're destroying teams in the tournament. If I had to pick a tournament team based on just the tournament games, I would have picked Michigan based off of those games. But since my bracket was locked beforehand, I did pick Arizona. And, both of those games are going to come down to the wire. I get the feel for that. Especially that Michigan-Arizona game tomorrow night. 1.5 point line on the spread. I believe Michigan's the favorite at 1.5. Like, that's basically like almost an even line pick'em between those two teams tonight. It's gonna come down to the final possession. I feel like it could be that type of game tomorrow night. Yup, congratulations to South Carolina as they have won over UConn. 62-48 with 1 second left. Bunch of players out for the Bucks tonight. Giannis is one of them. No Bobby Portis, no Ryan Rollins. Gary Trent Jr. is out. Kevin Porter Jr. is out. The Celtics just scored, coming back from the timeout. Under 2:20 left to go before half. Giannis out due to a knee injury tonight. So that's what is listed on the injury report. Milwaukee in a 3 around the rim. A rebound secured by Tatum. Tatum, Kata, Brown, White, and Hauser. The 5 of the court for the Celtics. White finds Tatum up fake as he has it at the wing in a reach and follow charge to Turner. That's now personal foul number 4 as a team this quarter for Milwaukee. One more sets the Celtics in the bonus. April, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Inbound back to Boston. Hauser at the top. Slides it off his left to Brown. Jaylen Brown, 10 in the shot clock. Takes on Kuzma, one-on-one. Brown off the double team. Finds Tatum. Sidestep to his left. Jacks up the 3. Off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by Kuzma. 21-point lead for the Celtics. They put up 53 points in the opening quarter against the Heat. On Wednesday tonight, they scored 43. And another big point total for the Celtics tonight. Brown fires at backdoor. Layup's good. Scored by Hauser. Celtics putting on an all-out clinic. 72-49. Sam Hauser double figures. He has 11. Beg my pardon. That was Tatum with assists. Tatum's got 8 assists. Brown's still stuck at 3. Yeah, Jaylen Brown still has 3 assists. He's got 13 points. Turnover down the far side. Charge to Milwaukee. Jason Tatum, his lowest number tonight's in the rebound. So he's got 5 rebounds, 11 points, 8 assists. If he gets some more rebounds, he's going to have a triple-double, most likely, because the assists are there tonight. Brown, baseline dribble, circles around, looking for Kata, and a turnover. And bad foul charge to Kata as well. Picked up the reach-in the backcourt, and that's going to be his second personal. Final minute left to go before a half and a blowout game. Yeah, South Carolina just beat UConn, so UConn is done from the tournament. Ousmane Dieng dribbles up to the elbow, takes on Brown, and the outside finds Cormac Ryan, attacks the paint, floats it up, and he goes right into the third row of the seats behind the hoop. Right past the camera guys into the third row of the courtside seats. 2 free throws coming up here at the line by Cormac Ryan. First free throw, that's good. Second shot at the line by Ryan. He's going to have a third one attached to it as well. So Jaylen Brown was issued a technical. That was like a hard shove by Brown towards the backside. It sent the momentum of Cormac Ryan flinging right into the third row of the seats behind the hoop. All three free throws go down. 72-52. Celtics by 20. Celtics with the basketball. Tatum. Final 40 seconds left to go before halftime. Edge of the Bucks logo. Screen set by Keita. Tatum frees him up for a three. Right down the middle. He drills it. JT off a laser from the perimeter. He's working his way up to now 14 in the game. 14, 8, and 5 for Tatum. No look pass, right corner three. Kuzma rattles in the three ball. Right back responding with that triple by Milwaukee. Been an even quarter almost between these two teams. Celtics outnumbering the Bucks 32-29 in the second quarter. It was much more lopsided opening quarter. Celtics led 43-26. Jaylen Brown at the wing of the perimeter. Slides it off towards his right into the hands of Tatum. Tatum, final seconds left to go before halftime. At the wing, takes on Turner. Tatum, 1-on-1. Step back three in the air. Left it short. Offensive rebound. Hauser tipped it off to Brown. Too much time went off the clock. And the shot, not enough on it before the buzzer. As we close out at the end of halftime. 75 in the scoreboard for the Celtics. An absolute clinic in the first half of action for Boston. Total team control. They already have 5 guys in double figures. 15 by Neemias Queta on 7 rebounds, 3 blocks. 14 by Jason Tatum, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, plus 21 in the court by Tatum. 13 by Jaylen Brown, 2 steals, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Peyton Pritchard pours in 12 off the bench. Sam Hauser, perfect, 4 for 4 with 11, 3 for 3 from the perimeter by Hauser. In the opening half of action, Celtics cooking, Celtics taking care of the basketball, Celtics looking really good so far tonight, taking care of business on their 4th and final game of their road trip, taking on Milwaukee before they head back home at the TD Garden on Easter to host the Raptors. Celtics at 53% from the floor. They are drilling their threes. They're 12 for 23 from the perimeter, 52% from the outside, plus 4 in the glass, 21-17. And the big stat for the Celtics, they had 0 turnovers in the first 17 and a half minutes of action. Just taking care of the basketball, controlling the tempo, setting the tone tonight. The Bucks with 9 turnovers in the first half. Celtics, they did have 2 turnovers in the last couple minutes before halftime. So, Celtics with 2 turnovers at the half. Bucks with 9. Points off turnovers, 12-4 in favor of Boston. That's a big key so far in this one. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. I like the one at Providence. Might be a little biased with that since I'm a Providence fan, but Brian Hodgson coming over to Providence, where South Florida had a top 20 offense. South Florida had a top 20 team in steals per game, turnovers forced, and one of the best rebounding teams in the country in rebounds per game. Plus, they were top 20 in adjusted tempo. So it's kind of like a completely different style compared to Ed Cooley and Kim English, like where they had guys just standing as statues on the floor, whereas one player with the ball would hunt down an iso ball one-on-one matchup, whereas now they're going to have a ball-hawking pressure defense team that's going to go out full-court pressure. I like that type of team that does that because you're going up against college players, and usually there's not many teams that do the full-court press, and some teams, if you're not used to that, like St. Mary's was not used to that against Texas A&M, and they were completely stumped. It's only a few of those teams will do that are just full-out ball pressure defenses. And those types of teams, they're able to flip a double-digit deficit into a lead in a matter of minutes. Actually, one of those teams, so I do a lot of college basketball broadcasting. I worked with a team at D3 this year that's in the same conference as Western Connecticut. Western Connecticut historically, year after year after year, they're like a top 10 team in the country in steals per game. They run the full court press for their defense. And there was a game that I covered. It was last year. They played UMass Dartmouth. They were down by 12 with like 5 minutes left to go. They flipped a 12-point deficit into a tie game, and then they won the game at the buzzer. Like, it's those types of teams that do, like, the full court pressure defense. If you're able to generate those turnovers, force a bunch of turnovers, then you're wiping away the score rather fast if the other team struggles to inbound the basketball and struggle with their handles and consistently turn it over. So, yeah, Providence, big coaching hire there. Yeah, Boston College, too. Getting Luke Murray, an assistant from UConn. Hopefully going to get that BC team back to the tournament. I think I said it the other day. The last time that Boston College went to the tournament, I was in 8th grade. So it's been a long time since they went to March Madness. I take that back. I think I was actually in 7th grade, so even further back. I think that was like 2008, the last time they made it to the tournament. So almost 20 years ago. Like, it's crazy. Like, BC, nowhere to exist. So, really good pickup right there. Hopefully they can get the seats packed in the Conte Forum, because that's a start. Gonna have to bring in fans into that place, because they're selling tickets for like $10, $15 up there, which, if you're from New England, Power 5, that's a bargain. That's a bargain for a Power 5 basketball school, because other places, Providence, selling tickets for much more than that. I remember when URI was really good under Hurley, like, everything was sold out. Like, everything was $100+ for a ticket. Everything was sold out, like, very quickly. And before tip-offs, Boston College, their whole arena this year was just full of empty seats. Like, you got to build a program, and that's been a major issue for the last 2 decades. They're just not building anything over there. Randy Bennett went to Arizona State. And then Jared Calhoun, new head coach at Cincinnati. That's going to be a good one, too. Had a bunch of success at Utah State. So, yeah, good luck to him. Because he built like a Mountain West powerhouse over there at Utah State. Let's see here what we got for the Celtics. 51-25. We got, I think it's 5 more games after tonight. Yep, 5 more games. Toronto, Charlotte, New York, New Orleans, Orlando. If the Celtics win this game, all they have to do is win 3 more, and they'd be the number 2 seed. So they'd lock in the 2 seed. They're 2.5 games above the Knicks. I'd probably give them 4-1 in their last 5. Would love to see them close it out 5-0 in their final 5. So this is going to be win 52 of the season. I'll go 56 wins, most likely. Because last couple of games, if they do beat the Knicks, that'll be the clinching game. And then they can just rest their starters against the Pelicans and the Magic. Won't really mean much for those final 2 games since they've got seeding locked in. Hey, what's good? Dwayne in the stream. JDC, welcome back in. Yeah, the Celtics are up by 20 at the half against the Bucks. So 75-55 Bucks without Giannis tonight. They're without a bunch of guys in this game. Yeah, the Bucks are just really sad for a team this year. There's just no collective unit togetherness on the Bucks. It's just a bunch of guys tossing up boulders, hunting down matchups. Just a lot of bad basketball on display by Milwaukee. Yeah, so that would be 56-26 for the Celtics if they do get to that 56 win mark. So this is going to be win number 52 if they close this out tonight. Hoping to be back live tomorrow, both of the Final Four streams. After that, I'm going to cover the national championship game. I'm not sure when I'll be live for my next Celtics stream. I'm away on Easter. I'll be spending time with my family on Easter. Next week, I'm going to take next week off after the national championship stream, so there'll be no streams after Monday. Next week, I have a big water polo tournament. I'm covering 9 teams, 15 games, course of 3 days, April 10, 11, and 12, next Friday, next Saturday, next Sunday. And then what I'm hoping to do probably the week of the play-in week is I'm hoping to invest in a new laptop and transfer all my stuff from OBS over to the new laptop. This one right now, knock on wood, it's not giving me a problem during the streams, which is good. Like, it hasn't ever given me a problem during the streams. It has been giving me a problem on startup when I start up the laptop. So the CPU fan will randomly just rattle when I start up the computer, but then I turn it off, and then the second time it just goes away. And then it's fine after that. But sometimes if there is like glitches in my streams, that's what I'm hoping to fix. Hopefully in the future is if I'm able to invest in a new laptop, just transfer this over, and then hopefully there won't be like many glitches, because yeah, I've noticed the scoreboard off the browser source, it does glitch from time to time and I lose the score. And then when I switch to the timeout slide, because I am incorporating box scores in there, that's when I notice the CPU usage goes up, and then sometimes my scoreboard disappears, and then the whole CPU skyrockets from, like, right now it's at 7%. It skyrockets from like 7% to 50%, and then I have to like shut it down and then turn it back on. So hopefully getting the next computer and putting that stuff on OBS to stream for the next one will help out and make it much more simpler. Because yeah, I've used this computer for 7 years streaming, and then the one that I started my channel on, that one I still use. That one I used to use back in college, like back in 2015. I actually take that computer to cover the outdoor games when I do broadcast. So yeah, that one, like the old one, it used to have like a fan issue in the back, and then I never put it out on my streams. And I just take it for the outdoor broadcasts, and it's working fine once again, because I only use it like once every 3-4 months. Unless I have to go outdoors, which tomorrow, I have a game at softball tomorrow. Yeah, regular season coming down to a close. Yeah, it's kind of towards this point that, like, some teams are going to lock up their seed lines, so they're not really playing for much the final games of the season. It's what it probably is going to look like for the Celtics, where they built a 2.5 game advantage of the Knicks. If the Celtics go and beat the Knicks next week, then the Celtics are gonna be able to have that head-to-head advantage, and then they'll lock in the 2 seed. So all the Celtics have to do is just keep on winning. They need to win, I believe, 3 more games, and they lock in the 2 seed. Yeah, so they would need to win 3 more games unless the Knicks start losing a bunch of games, then that will increase the gap. Right now, the Knicks are crushing the Bulls 106-70. Hey, what's good? Live life on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Celtics fan since he was 3. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully, man. Celtics looking really good. Players just stepping up all throughout the season. Just so much balance, so much depth. And it's a bunch of guys that they know what their role is. And when called upon, they've been able to make big play after big play. Celtics will play the Knicks next week. I believe that's on Amazon Prime only. I'm gonna make sure that is correct. Yeah, that's only on Prime Video. Thursday, April 9th. So next Thursday, 7:30. And it says Prime Video. It's kind of weird with a whole streaming package that's going on. I actually don't have Prime Video myself. So if the Celtics for some reason are playing on Prime Video in the playoffs, then I can't stream those games unless they do get on the regional channel, which I'm pretty sure those are all on the regional channel on NBC Sports Boston, which that's how I'm getting the game from. But yeah, this whole thing is crazy with the whole Prime Video rights now for these games. Like, once the playoff schedule, I guess I'm going to have to sit down and see if I need to, like, get, like, a free trial or something for Prime Video. It's more so, like, in the month of May. Like, if I see Prime Video pop in a bunch of times in the month of May, I'm probably going to have to get a free trial for it. Probably not in April, because I still got a lot of college broadcasts in April, so I won't be able to cover a lot of the other outside teams in April for the playoffs until May. Okay, wow, that's on Prime only. Wow. Yeah, and then if that's all on Prime only, then yeah, I'm going to take quite a bit of time to get my stuff and gear for the playoffs then. Wow, that's unfortunate if all that's on Prime only. 1 for 2 that trip at the free throw line for the Bucks to start off the third quarter. Celtics with possession left to right of the floor. Jaylen Brown on the court alongside Tatum, White, Queta, and Hauser. Tatum at the top of the key, off the screen set by Queta towards his right. Tatum takes the 3 straight away, right down the middle, got it. Plus the foul. Jason Tatum and one covered up at the free throw line. Yeah, he was bumped into from behind by Kyle Kuzma. A terrible foul committed by Kuzma right from behind. Free throw is good. 4-point play completed by Tatum. What a start there off that possession for the Celtics to begin quarter 3. Jason Tatum, 18 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals tonight. Turning the corner, attacking the paint. Ousmane Dieng, no good. High off the glass. Tatum controls the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Jaylen Brown at the wing. Takes on Kuzma one-on-one. Sends it on top to Queta. Handoff White towards his right off the Brown at the wing. 12 on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown switched, guarded by Cormac Ryan. Top of the key, one-on-one off the crossover. Takes him at the free throw circle. Kick out corner. Sam Hauser dribbles up. Baseline jumper. Deep 2. Connects on it. It is good by Hauser. Sam Hauser still shooting perfect splits tonight. 5 for 5 from the floor. 13 points for Hauser. Bucks with possession. A.J. Green into the hands to Turner. Handoff, Ousmane Dieng missed it long in the 3. Rebound secure by Hauser. Celtics looks to push it up the floor. Tatum finds White, attacks the paint. Eurostep, shovel pass, Queta. Runner, swash. It is good for 2 more. Queta got the deuce in the timeout taken to the floor by Doc Rivers for Milwaukee. 83-56, 10:26 left to go in the third as the Bucks take a quick timeout. Man, Celtics look so good right now. I usually don't do football, so I just stick to basketball here on the channel. From time to time, I've done the special live streams before, but yeah, usually during football season, I got like a lot going on in September and October. I usually like to watch the football games with my family when I do have a time. Yeah, 65 games, and Luka, he got a hamstring designation yesterday for him, so he's in jeopardy. I believe he's at 62 right now and towards the end of the season. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. Jaylen Brown tonight, 13 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. So he's only got 13 right now. Jaylen is behind Tatum. Tatum's got 18. 17 by Kata. And Kata just absolute animal for him, tearing it up on the floor. Celtics by a hefty margin, 83-56 as we come back to action. Bucks with possession, the right to left on the floor. AJ Green swings it off to Kuzma, top of the free throw circle, outside back off to Green. Green drives, working on Brown in the mid-block. Out to the wing, Turner pops up for an open 3, left off the back rim 2, long tip to the perimeter. Kata soars up, collects the defensive rebound. Celtics have it up the floor. Hauser finds Tatum. Tatum at the top takes on Cormac Ryan. Drives on Ryan. Ball got poked loose. Tatum collects it. Tatum 10 on the shot clock. Spin cycle on Ryan. Dump off underneath for Kata. And he shoves it through with a 2-handed flush. Incredible dime right there by JT with an assist. 10-zip run by the Celtics in the last 2 minutes of action. Bucks down by 29. Milwaukee possession. Top of the free throw circle, Turner. Handoff, Jang, jumper, 15-footer. Left off the rim, shorts. Loose ball foul, charge to Boston. Now stop the clock, 9:25 left to go. Jason Tatum, everybody thought that he was going to score off a finger roll contested by Turner at the rim. Just incredible vision to find Kata with a 2-hand slam. Jason Tatum padding the stat sheet tonight. 1 assist away from a double-double. 18 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. Kuzma towards his right, dribbles up to the elbow, works on Kata. Kuzma step through, high off the glass, no good, not even close. Poor decision. You got 4 other teammates on the floor. Just give them the basketball instead of making a difficult shot there like Kuzma did. Derek White off the double team. Lob Tatum. Tatum inside the key. A jumper. Fall away. Left off the rim. Short. Rebound secured by Jang for Milwaukee. On top, Turner will take a 3 and he connects on it. Yeah, good question. Jericho Sims hasn't played since the early part of this game. I'll see if there's any updates on that. Jaylen Brown, cross court into the hands to Kata. Kata backs his way top of the free throw circle. Kata drives, working on Turner off the spin. Kata stripped, Kata fouled. The clock will stop with 8:32. Yeah, Kata's footwork's getting better and better every single game. Tatum, the inbound passer. Into the hands to Brown. Jaylen Brown towards his right at the wing of the perimeter. Drives on Jang inside the key. Puts it up and draws the shooting foul. 2 shots here covered up at the line for Tatum. Yeah, Jericho Sims played 4 minutes in the first quarter. He picked up 3 personal fouls. So after that, Doc Rivers just never put him back in the game. So deep foul trouble for Jericho Sims to start things off. Bucks with Kuzma, who has 3 fouls. Miles Turner has 3. And now Jaylen Brown will shoot 2 free throws. This game is not even close. 85-59. Free throw is good by Brown. Celtics starting off on an 11-4 run to begin this third quarter. And the Bucks are also not shooting the ball bad from the perimeter. 10 for 24. Celtics cooking. They're 13 for 23 at 57%. Second free throw, good by Brown. Jaylen Brown up to 15 tonight. 8:15 left to go in action in the third. Miles Turner, guarded by Hauser. Into the hands to Green, drives on Tatum. Switch guarded by Hauser. On the outside, it'll be a jumper, deep 2. No good. Around the rim and out. Missed by Ousmane Dieng. Tatum controls the defensive rebound. Jason Tatum nearing a triple-double. 28-9 for points, rebounds, and assists for JT. Tatum, a step through. Got the layup. It is good for 2 for Tatum. Jason Tatum just going all out right now against the Bucks. And there goes Tatum with a steal. Tatum up the floor, 1-on-1, Euro step right to the cup, soars up, draws the shooting foul. 2 free throws coming up the line by Tatum. And Jason Tatum looks so good right now. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Jason Tatum, 1 more assist away from a double-double, 2 more rebounds, plus 1 assist away from a triple-double. First free throw missed. Peyton Pritchard's going to check back into the game as Derek White will take a seat on the bench. Celtics up by 30. Second free throw by Tatum right down the middle. Part of a 15-3 run in the last 4 minutes by the Celtics. Green, a lob off to Turner. Defended by Kata on the outside. Celtics pick up the personal. Yeah, Celtics nearing 100 very soon. Inbound for Milwaukee. Turner. At the top, handoff to Jang for the Bucks. Jang, 5 of the shot clock, attacks the paint over Hauser, scores the layup. It's Tatum, Hauser, Kata, Brown, and Pritchard to 5 in the court. Pritchard slides it off to Tatum, top of the key. Tatum guarded by Ousmane Dieng off to Pritchard at the wing. Kata sets the screen, rolls down. Pritchard inside the key, a turnaround, got the bounce. Good for 2 by Pritchard. Everybody playing their role tonight. Peyton Pritchard, 14 points in 13 minutes off the bench. Kata with a huge rejection from behind as he denies Cormac Ryan. At the rim, Celtics with possession. Tatum, lob down low off the fingertips of Kata out of bounds. Had the right decision, though. Just left it a little bit too long by Tatum. Wow, Kata is an absolute beast. 4 blocks tonight by Kata. Hey, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, a couple people have said that before. Handoff goes to Ousmane Dieng at the elbow. Back out to the top of the key, Miles Turner. As he takes on Tatum. Handoff Kuzma. He tries the 3 straight away. Off the rim, no good. A rebound secure by Kata. Celtics with possession. 92-61, 6:15 left in the third. Kata on top off the Pritchard. Kata sets the screen. Pritchard dribbles up, drives in the key. Outside finds Brown. 3-point shot straight away off the rim. Short rebound secured by Kata. or rebound there for the Bucks, beg my pardon. That was Kuzma. Kuzma on top of the free throw circle, off to Turner. Lob down low, and Hauser picks up the reach and foul. It's going to stop the clock with 5:51. Yeah, that was a tough call going against the Celtics there. Joe Mazzulla wondering about the call, too, right next to the officials. Looked like a pretty clean steal off that entry pass lob by Hauser. But Hauser got away, according to the refs, with the reach. So Luka Garza will check in on the floor. Keita's going to take a seat on the bench now. Gary Harris, number 11, on the floor. He's played 7 minutes tonight. Jumper and a three, no good. Skipped around the rim and out, but Bucks able to save it. At the baseline with Turner. Deep range three. Harris again. That is off the back rim. Tatum controls the defensive rebound. Jason Tatum looking at a triple-double. 21, 9, and 9 for Tatum. Brown, a follow away. He got it at the baseline. Good for two for JB. Jaylen Brown with a shot right there off the turnaround follow-away. Degree of angle difficulty big time off that shot attempt. Missed shot inside the key by Jackson. Celtics taking up the floor. Jaylen Brown attacking, floating up a high arcing shot, drawing contact, and a foul. And he got hit on the face. And Jaylen Brown wincing in pain right now. He took a hand to the face going up on that shot attempt. 2 free throws coming up here by Brown. And Jaylen Brown going to work off that turnaround J. Right over Gary Harris. That was a tough shot. Yeah, Jaylen Brown still holding his face. Left side, just above his temple. Left side of the forehead, just above the temple. He is holding for Jaylen Brown. 17 points for Jaylen Brown. He's going to shoot 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. Ousmane Dieng dinged up. He was the player that missed a shot on the Milwaukee side of the floor before the Celtics controlled a rebound. And Ousmane Dieng slow to get up, hobbling off the floor. So a lot going on here currently. Jason Tatum's going to have 2 free throws coming up at the line. 94-61 Celtics with 5:09 left to go in the third. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ousmane Dieng, number 21 from Milwaukee. He is limping right now towards the locker room. So Dieng is underneath the tunnel. He is heading towards the locker room as Jaylen Brown, who has 17 points tonight, will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Milwaukee over the limit this quarter for fouls. Celtics will be in the bonus remaining course of this quarter at the free throw line. First one good by Jaylen Brown. Second free throw is good. 96-61. Jaylen Brown with 19 tonight. 21-5 run last 6.5 minutes by the Celtics. Bucks with possession. Jericho Sims back on the floor. Hand off to the corner. A.J. Green and nails the 3. Bucks leading scorer tonight is Kyle Kuzma with 14. Everybody else with 9 or below. A.J. Green with 9. Brown at the elbow. Floats it back outside to Pritchard. Pritchard, top of the key, going to slow down tempo. Bounce pass into the hands to Tatum. Jason Tatum, 21 points. Attacks the paint. Soars up with a left-hand finish. 2 more for Tatum. 23-point night right now for Tatum with another 4.5 left to play in the third. And this is going to be his second straight triple-double if he records 1 more assist. Nance towards his right off the dribble. Hand off Gary Harris, clamped by Tatum. Taurean Prince, defended by Brown. The corner jumper by Prince. Swoosh. That is good. On the corner triple for Prince for the Bucks. Yeah, Bobby Portis is not playing tonight, so he was listed out off the injury report. Brown, corner 3, bricked off the back rim. Nance controls the defensive rebound. Celtics by 31, Bucks with possession. Nance, hand off Green. Inside to Nance. Nance takes on Garza. Runner off the back rim, no good. Brown tipped to Garza for the defensive rebound. Celtics slows it down. Tatum pass midcourt. So he's going to slow down tempo. 15 on the shot clock. Finds the skip pass to Brown from the corner. Baseline dribble. Dump off inside the key off to Garza. Outside on top, Tatum. No look pass right wing. Hauser on a three off the back rim. No good. A rebound. Secure by Sims for Milwaukee. And that's the first miss on the floor tonight by Sam Hauser. All Jason Tatum needed to do was record that assist. He would have a triple-double. Jumper's good from the perimeter by Gary Harris. 28-point game. Approaching the 3-minute mark left to go in the third. Jaylen Brown, a lot of dribbling, playing iso ball. Drives on Sims, inside the key. Brown, off the double clutch, scores, up and in, off the window, plus the foul. And the one coming up in the free throw line by Jaylen Brown. Getting his team to 100 on the scoreboard off the dribble drive. Attack on Jericho Sims. Drew the contact on a strong basket via double clutch. And an and one coming up by Brown. Man, just a thing of beauty right there by the Celtics with Jaylen Brown. He's got 21-22 now as the free throw is good. Celtics by 31. Everybody playing a key role throughout the course of the season. Stepping up in a major way. 23 by Tatum, 22 by Brown, 19 by Queta, 14 by Pritchard, 13 by Hauser. That's only the point totals that they went over. Tatum, 1 assist away from a triple-double as he collects rebound number 11 off a brick 3 by Milwaukee. Brown up the floor, spin cycle. JB lost the handle in the corner, stolen away by Harris for the Bucks. 2.5 left to go in the third. Up the floor, handoff. Green outside, Nance pops up on a 3, and he buries the triple. 101-73, timeout on the floor, 2:22 left to go, and it's only the third quarter. Still got the fourth quarter left to play as we head to the timeouts. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be back live tomorrow night, Final Four. We got Illinois against UConn, Arizona against Michigan. Feel free to join in for the 2 Final Four games tomorrow. And then National Championship on Monday. I'm going to be off on Easter, no stream on Easter. I'll be away, and this might be my last Celtics regular season stream. It depends. Next week, I'm going to take off all. Next week, I have a water polo tournament next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I'm going to be prepping the whole week for that tournament. It's not something that's simple to prepare for games, I can tell you that, especially when it involves 15 games that's being played over the course of a 3-day weekend next weekend with 9 different teams. There's going to be a lot of research, a lot of prep, a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to go over next week to prepare for. But depending on the play-in schedule, I heard they're on Prime. I actually don't have Prime, so I'm probably not going to do the play-in schedule. If they do air on ESPN, then I would take the play-in schedule depending on what days they are, if it fits alongside my schedule. But if that's the case, hoping to be back live for the playoffs coming up, which would start on Saturday the 18th. I'm actually in Springfield first couple of days around that time. Patriots Day weekends. My sister's barbershop course competing this year in Springfield. Last couple of years they held it on the Cape in Hyannis, but found a different venue out in Springfield, Mass. this year to compete. And then we're staying over, I think, a night in Mystic, Connecticut. So I'm supposed to go to the Basketball Hall of Fame one of those days. So we're going to be out, I think, Saturday the 18th, Sunday the 19th of April. And then also in Mystic, I think, around the 20th or so. So probably if I do stream, it would be from the hotel, like I did last year, that same weekend when I went up to Vermont on vacation. Year prior to that, went up to Lake Placid. So it depends, schedule dependent on who plays, would be that playoff game, probably like the night ABC game or so on that Saturday, Sunday time frame. (101-73). Celtics dominant. 23 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists by Tatum. Going to be his second straight triple-double in a row if he gets one more assist tonight. Hauser, bounce pass into the hands to Tatum. Tatum at the wing of the perimeter. Dribbles towards his left top of the free throw circle. Finds Pritchard on the outside. Lob sent to Brown, left elbow. Brown backs his way, bouncing, bodies off Green. Jumper, mid-range, off the rim, no good. Rebound secure by Nance. Under 2 minutes left to go in the third. Bucks with possession. Gary Harris. Outside off the Prince. Jacks up the three over Pritchard. That's off the rim short. Rebound secure by Garza. Luka Garza, fourth rebound of the night. Only 2 points tonight, but last couple of games really improving by Garza. Brown attacks baseline, soars up, and puts it up and then off the window. Good for two. Jaylen Brown, what can he do for you? He is gut now, 24 tonight. Larry Nance Jr., top of the key, handoff Prince. Lob sent to Jericho Sims around the outside. Sims looking for an open teammate. Bounce pass Green. Out to Prince. Takes the three. Makes the three from the perimeter. Brown, the baseline attacks. Goes up. Draws the shooting foul. 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line for Jaylen Brown. .24 currently for Brown. First one's good. No Giannis, no Bobby Portis, just a sad season for the Milwaukee Bucks, already eliminated from playoff contention. Second free throw is good. So Jaylen Brown, 2 more points. He's got 26. 29-point lead for Boston. Down to the final minute left to go in the third. Nance. Handoff Prince. Bounce pass Sims. Corner 3. A.J. Green rattled out. Hauser with a rebound. Celtics with a basketball. Brown crossing midcourts. Brown drives on Harris. Jumper. Deep 2. Rounded out. No good by Brown. A rebound secure by Sims. 18-second differential shot clock and game clock to close out at the end of the third. Harris slides it off to the wing of Pete Nance. Backs his way on the smaller Pritchard. Nance inside the key takes on Pritchard. Outside off the Green, off the double team. Green misfired off the back rim. The rebound secured by Pritchard. Celtics with a shot clock turned off. Tatum crosses the timeline. 10 seconds left to go before halftime. Jason Tatum guarded by Prince, 1-on-1. Final 5 seconds left to go. Tatum, crossover, step back 3. No, he's going to make the extra pass off the Pritchard, faking the defense, and missed around the rim and out. That faked me completely, just like how he faked the defense into taking that wide open 3. As the Celtics all smiles at the end of the third quarter. Jason Tatum tried to pad it with his 10th assist of the game to close it out in the third quarter. But Pritchard missed the 3 around the rim and out. 105-76. At the end of the third quarter, Celtics dominant tonight over the Bucks as we head into the fourth quarter coming up. Wow, that was crafty there by Tatum. I thought for sure he was going to step into a wide open 3. Completely crossed the ankles over a Taurean Prince, which just went backwards, completely away from where Tatum was out on the perimeter. And Tatum, instead of stepping into an uncontested 3, made an extra pass that caught Peyton Pritchard off guard. And then Pritchard had to hoist up a 3 with like a split second left, and it rimmed out. 26 by Brown on 10 for 11 at the free throw line. Jason Tatum, almost a triple-double. He's got a double-double. 23 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists by Tatum, alongside 3 steals. Cada, almost a double-double for him. 19 points, 9 rebounds. He has 4 blocks. Hauser with 13. Off the bench, Pritchard with 14. Well, I'm just looking at some of these stats here because Tatum does have 3 assists, so he's 7, or Tatum with 3 steals tonight. So Tatum 23, 11, and 9 points, rebounds, and assists plus 3 steals. Yeah, impossible to rack up 10 steals in an NBA game or so. But there have been 4 players in NBA history with quadruple doubles. I brought that up. I want to see when this happened or so. Last time somebody recorded a quadruple double, David Robinson back in 1994. 34 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks. Josh Giddey last year was close. He had 15 points, 17 assists, 10 rebounds, 8 steals. So he was very close to a quadruple double. Hakeem, 18, 16, 10, 11 for points, rebounds, assists, and blocks back in 1990. Alvin Robertson, quadruple double back in 86. And Nate Thurmond, quadruple double in 74. So there's 4 guys in the history of the NBA to record a quadruple double. Corner jumper, no good by White. Rebound secured by Nance as we start off the 4th quarter. Celtics 55% for the floor. They have been dominating points in the paint tonight. They lead that margin in a hefty favor, 42-18. Milwaukee just shooting a bunch of threes in this game. Bucks with a bad pass around the outside, sailed all the way to the backcourt and eventually out of bounds. Turnover on Milwaukee. Celtics, offensive clinic tonight. 55% from the floor. Bucks at 42%. Celtics plus 11 on the glass, 36-25. And also just 4 turnovers this entire game. The Bucks now with 11 off that previous turnover. White, a rise and fire on a 3. He buries it. Beautiful dime right there by Peyton Pritchard with an assist. Celtics by 32. It's been their game right from the get-go. Prince, bounce pass into the hands to Harris. Green, lob out to the elbow, Jericho Sims. Yeah, this Bucks team already eliminated from postseason contention. Just, they don't want to be there anymore. I mean, it looks like they'd rather forfeit the season than to just play the final 5 games or whatever there's remaining to close out the end of the season. Derek White at the elbow. Lob looking for Keita. Deflected right back into the hands to White. 10.5 left to go as we close out in this matchup. Sharman, runner, got it. Everybody chipping in tonight for the Celtics. First made field goal off the bench by Baylor Sharman. Absolute clinic. 44-18 points in the paint for Boston. Gary Harris at the elbow. Rise and fire on a jumper left short. Offensive rebound controlled by Harris. Corner 3 over Pritchard, and that's good by A.J. Green. Celtics' largest lead a couple moments ago by 35. 16-7 points off turnovers tonight as well for the Celtics. Pritchard off the long rebound. Oh, nice up fake, attacks the rack, but commits the offensive foul. It's going to go right back over to Milwaukee. Let's see, Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, turnover according to the refs on Pritchard. Green. Off to Sims. Hand off Green. Fires the 3. Drills the triple. $17 for 38 from 3 for the Bucks. Celtics 14 for 30. That's not that bad for Milwaukee tonight. Celtics from the perimeter around 48%. Bucks 48% themselves in this game from the outside. The Celtics just bury another 3. 113-82 for Boston. Derek White working his way up to 14. A jumper good on a triple right back by A.J. Green. Celtics started off in a dominant 43-26 lead off the opening quarter. Pritchard working on Sims around the perimeter. Into the hands to White. Up fake drives on Sims. Rise and pop for the jumper. The elbow off the mark. No good. Keita the rebound. Keita stripped to the bounds. And it went off Keita. Keita signaling challenge. Celtics still playing hard, even though this game well in hand. 8:33 left to go. Look at the score, 113-85. Green light special for Joe Mazzulla as he will challenge the out of bounds possession of the basketball off of Keita. All-out clinic tonight by the Celtics. Yeah, this Bucks team is absolutely rough. So the NBA a couple years ago, they put in the play-in games to make sure that teams didn't tank anymore in the NBA. Now what happened is that there's a grouping of 5 teams per each conference that decided, hey, we're not going to make it in, we're going to tank. And those teams, the Bucks, the Bulls, the Pacers, the Nets, and the Wizards. Big difference between number 11 and number 10 in the Eastern Conference. The Heat are 40-37, the final spot in the play-in, whereas the Bucks are 30-46, 9.5 games behind the Heat in 11th. On 2B, let's see. 2B does not carry the channel that I'm getting the game from. I'm getting it off NBC Sports Boston. I'm from Massachusetts, the home state of the Celtics, so it's only a regional game, so it's only on like regional channels. So if you're from New England, you can get it on NBC Sports Boston. If you're from Wisconsin, then you can get it on the TV channel FanDuel Sports Network in Wisconsin. Other than that, the only other way you can get it if you're from the US is through League Pass. So that's the only way you can get this game. If you're outside of New England or Wisconsin, the only other viewing option is League Pass. So I just looked up if Tubi gets NBC Sports Boston. It doesn't. Now, does it get League Pass? No. So it doesn't get League Pass as well. So, yeah, unfortunately, Tubi doesn't carry this game. Since it's not a national game, it's a regional game that this one's on. So, unfortunately, Tubi doesn't carry this one. But, yeah, you're honestly not missing much of anything. This game is well in hand. Celtics are destroying the Bucks. Do I think Jaylen Brown can get back in? Probably not, unfortunately. Yeah, this game just looks like it's well in hand right now. So, Celtics had White, Keita, Pritchard, Sharman, and Walsh. Those were the 5 guys in the court. So, it looks like probably Tatum and Brown, they're probably done for the remaining part of this game. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, this game is a blowout. Yeah, I would not recommend to get the League Pass right now. We're in the final week of the regular season, so it doesn't make any sense. We get back to action. Challenge was won by the Celtics, so it was out of bounds off the Bucks. Sharman puts the ball into the hands to White. Sends it off to Baylor Sharman. Sharman tees up the 3 left off the rim. Short offensive rebound controlled by Walsh. 10 in the shot clock. Finds White. Off the double team. His pass broke it up. Stole away. Up the floor with Taurean Prince, who jacks up the 3 and buries the 3. 113-88 as we approach 8 minutes left to play. Jaylen Brown is on the bench right now. 5 of the court look like this for the Celtics. Pritchard, White, Keita, Sharman, and Walsh. Peyton Pritchard at the top of the key. Takes on Jericho Sims. Slides it off to his left. Jordan Walsh tees up a 3 and splashes it. Jordan Walsh, first 3 bench points in the night for him tonight. Prince drives on Keita. Jumper over Keita. Off the glass and in. All on the prowl. Welcome back in. Hope all is going well, bud. We are down to 7:30 left to play. Celtics out in full domination, up 116-90 over the Bucks. Top of the key, Pritchard. Drives, dribbles up, crossover behind his back of the elbow, outside into the hands to Walsh. Walsh drives inside the key, takes on Larry Nance Jr. Off the pivot, right to the rim, soars up and scores. Good for 2 more by Jordan Walsh. 5 points in a row now for the Celtics by Walsh. A.J. Green, a lob, cross-court, terrible pass by Green as him and Jericho Sims off the wrong page together got stolen away by Boston with Sharman. Pritchard will slow it down. Pritchard at the top of the key. Crossover. Dribbles up free throw circle. Outside finds White. Launches the three. A splash. He drills it. Derek White on point with a triple. He's got 17 tonight with his 5th main three. Celtics cooking. 6 guys, double figures. And once we hit the next clock stoppage, we'll go over the top performers of tonight's game. Prince off the curl, top of the free throw circle. Bounce past Larry Nance for the Bucks, 5 of the shot clock. Inside the key jumper, Cormac Ryan, no good. Left off the back rim, rebound secured by Pritchard. Celtics out in full control, leading by 31, 121-90. Pritchard draws the reach and foul, and the clock will stop with 6:14. If you're just joining in, Jaylen Brown, 26 points, and the Celtics will get their reserves on the floor now. Charles Bassey, number 99, he's in the court alongside Ugo Gonzalez for the first time tonight for Ugo, is playing in this game. Derek White and Cato will check out. Jaylen Brown, 26 points, 10 for 11 at the free throw line. Jason Tatum, a near triple-double. He had a double-double, 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists tonight. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks, double-double by Cato. 17 by White, drilling 5 threes. Pritchard looking for more. He has got more. Baseline follow-away, good for 2 by Pritchard. 16 points off the bench by Pritchard. 13 points, shooting 5 for 6 by Hauser. And Jordan Walsh off the bench, he has 5. Andre Jackson tees up a 3, and he drills the triple. Yeah, YouTube TV, since I'm in New England, so if you're from the Celtics viewing area, YouTube TV, you have all the access to NBC Sports Boston on the channel as well. Pritchard lobs it up over the top. Charles Bassey throws it down with a 2-hand alley-oop jam. Celtics cooking tonight. Big boy Celtics getting ready to play some big boy basketball throughout the rest of April, into the month of May, and into the month of June. Try to take this over into the NBA Finals. And for sure, they have the pieces, they have the depth, and they have the player mentality to get them there and play in the Finals in June. This Celtics squad, they are fully loaded. They are fully deep. Yes, all the starters are out right now. 2 shots of the free throw line by Milwaukee with number 30, Cormac Ryan. The first free throw is good. Celtics with 6 guys in double figures. If you enjoyed the stream tonight, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm not sure when my next Celtics stream will be. Potentially in the playoffs, possibly. Might be the next one. I'll be live tomorrow, both of the Final Four streams. So if you guys would like to come on board for the Final Four streams tomorrow, feel free to do so. And then the National Championship game on Monday. No stream here on Easter. I'll be off spending time with my family. And then no streams next week besides the National Championship game for college. I have Division III Water Polo Conference Championships next week. 15 games, 9 teams. April 10, April 11, April 12. So I'm going to use a lot of next week to prepare for all those games. So there's going to be no streams next week for me besides the College Basketball National Championship on Monday night. And then after that, after next week wraps up, it is the play-in rounds, which somebody told me the play-ins are on Amazon Prime. So I actually don't have access to Amazon Prime. So if that's the case, my next NBA stream might not be until something like Saturday, April 18th, which is the start to the playoffs. Gonzalez dribbles baseline, soars up with a left hand, scores the 2. Everybody chipping in tonight for the Celtics. That is now 11 different scores. Celtics plus 30 points in the paint, 50-20. Cormac Ryan, 4.5 left to play. On the outside finds Prince. Prince inside the key. A kick out. Corner. Jackson. Celtics commit the reach and foul. Celtics demolishing the Bucks in the glass. 41-26 tonight. Just want to get the score in that Knicks game, too. I'm pretty sure the Knicks destroyed the Bulls, 136-96. The bottom-end teams in the Eastern Conference, it needs to be investigated with those teams. There's a clear-cut line between number 10, the Heat, and number 11, Milwaukee. And pretty clearly evident what Chicago is doing with their tanking recently, as they're still behind the Bucks at the moment in 12th in the East. A jumper by Milwaukee. 3-point shot is buried by the Bucks. That is good. Number 35, Larry Nance Jr., who buries the triple. Yeah, my whole stream just buffered there. We've gone on for quite a bit of time without a buffer. Deflected, intercepted, Jackson, steal and dunk. Three minutes left to play. Off the back of no. Celtics with all their reserves on the floor. Charles Bassey, Jordan Walsh, Ugo Gonzalez, Rod Harper Jr., and Baylor Shireman, the 5 of the court currently for the Celtics. .228 left to play. A 31-point lead. And this is going to take us to a timeout on the floor. 2:28 left to go in the regulation. If you enjoyed the stream tonight, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics took care of business tonight. Yeah, that Magic team, that team was like ultra physical and tried to turn it into a wrestling match. Yeah, they might not even make the playoffs. They've been disappointing this year. Magic are in 9th. Completely crumbling. I don't think the Heat's making it in. Based on what I've seen out of the Heat this year, they do not look like a team that's going to be in the playoffs. I think after it's all said and done, it's going to be Charlotte who gets in. But also, yeah, it wouldn't shock me if the Celtics play Charlotte in the first round, if they get the 7 seed. Charlotte, and then whatever else happens, if it's Philly who gets the 8 or the 7, Toronto who gets the 8 or the 7. Yeah, Mr. Tops. I'll have to let them know. Halftime flew by fast tonight. Grizzlies, yeah, they've been eliminated from the playoffs. Yeah, he's still with the Grizzlies right now for a job, but so he's still in Memphis. I just heard today that he listed his home for sale. Huh. Yeah, so he wants out of Memphis. So he's going to be playing someplace else next year for John Morant. It looks like he just listed his home in Memphis for sale today. Rod Harper Jr. on the 2:15 on the timer. Missed the layup. We're approaching like the final minute left to go. My clock's a little bit behind the sync point. Minute 5 left to go. Oop. Should be a minute 5 left to go, not 4 seconds. Bad pass, but the Bucks try to keep. Final seconds remaining in regulation. Yep, Celtics looking really good tonight. Celtics running out the clock on this one tonight. If you guys enjoy the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well. Boston with a win number 52 tonight. Took care of business. Celtics 3 more games away. If they win those, they're going to secure the number 2 spot in the Eastern Conference playoffs. They demolished the Bucks. Another win by covering the spread. A hefty favor, 18.5 on the line tonight too for the Celtics, and did exactly what they needed to do. Didn't play down to their competition, and it took care of business. 133-101 the final score. Jaylen Brown, 26 points. They had 6 guys in double figure scoring. Jason Tatum, a near triple-double. He finished with 23 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. Kata, double-double. Kata's been big time in the last couple months. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks. Really has come a long way. A plus 33 on the floor for Kata. Boston looking like an incredible team, playing some really good basketball right now for the Celtics. My apologies about the glitches towards the end. That started off at the beginning. We had a couple glitches here or there, but glitch towards the end. I don't know if it's like an internet issue. I think that's what it is. Or so. It will do that from time to time for some reason. But Celtics dominate tonight. 133-101 the final score. And we will close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my lives. Ian, Edith, SGA Sports Talk, Elaine, Kilo, and Yvonne. Thanks for joining in tonight for this one. Celtics improved to a record of 52-25. They are now 26-14 in their home floor, number 2 in the Eastern Conference, and they are a step closer to securing the 2 seed. I believe they are now 3 wins shy of securing the 2 seed in the NBA playoffs. Thanks all for joining in. I'm hoping to be back live tomorrow. The 2 Final Four games. Feel free to join in if you guys like college hoops. And enjoy the rest of your Friday night, folks.